you doing? My name is Cheryl. I'm a 64-year-old budgeter, and I live in the mountains of Spokane. And we've had a lot of workers at my house, and it's been pretty noisy. So I'm going to try to get a taping in before everybody arrives. I've also been dealing with iPad space. Apparently, I have too many apps with too much information in it. So I did some more clean out yesterday. Hopefully that's enough so that we can get our whole taping in before it stops. Okay, so we're going to start out with Follow My Joy. And it's our mindful message. It says, today I will write down 10 things I enjoy doing. And I do journal during the day. I don't, sometimes it's mindful, sometimes it's not, but I do keep a schedule of what I do during my day, okay? And it says the things that make me feel good and raise my mood. Then I'll pick one or as many as I feel guided to and go do it. When I am having fun and enjoying life, I'm in a state of allowing for all that I desire. So yesterday was a major anxiety day for both of us. And hubby never gets anxiety, okay? He's an engineer, just never does, okay? But we were both just anxious about what was going on. And the roof trusses were going up and just a lot of banging, and it was just kind of a crazy day. But the first joint's up, we have to get another joint up, then it's trusses. So maybe by the end of the week or in the next week, the major stressors will be taken care of. So it's a solar plexus, stillness citrine, and the scent is bergamot, and one of my favorite scents. Okay, so follow your joy, smell good candles. Okay, and the next one is the sacral chakra. Tigerite is the stone, and the scent is lemon. So I love both of those a lot. So the first thing we're gonna do today is we're gonna work on our road to 200 subbies, okay? And yeah, we've grown in the last few days. We're at 132 subbies. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's $5 more that are going into our road to 200 subbies. And the message that it says is we're halfway there, 50%. But I kind of like the one above it that says keep going. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep building this. But we want to do it the right way. We don't want to buy subbies. We don't want to. If people like our stuff, great. If they don't, then I believe more in organic growth than forcing stuff to happen. So we need to have five greenbacks to go into here. Okay, and here's 28. Here's 29. Here's 130. We're going to take 2 from the front here until I stop taping, and then I'll go get some more. So there's 1 and there's 2. So we'll fill this back in after we're done taping, okay? But we're at 132 today, and I just want to say thank you everybody for hitting the subscribe button, for liking the videos, for sharing them if you find that somebody might like the messages I have. I just appreciate it. And the comments, please keep the comments going. This way I know people are actually watching. All right, so we've got 32 subbies. The next thing we have is September, and we have our no spend, and this is going to our emergency fund. Okay. And today's the 10th, so we'll scratch off the 8th and the 9th. That's $1. Okay, so $2 are going into the emergency fund today because we use quarters. So we'll go ahead and put $2 more in September's emergency fund. Okay, and then yesterday was a no spend, and the last 2 days were no spends. So we'll put this away here. Thank you for September and DSM station 5849. The next thing we're going to talk about today is our watch hours party. And Savvy Girl Saves has this watch hour party she's doing. And the first one that I did was the Cabin Nook. Okay, and then if somebody can comment that they'd like to be doing the watch hours party with me, then I can start watching somebody else's over the weekend. Okay, so we've helped the Cabin Nook. Please check out our channel. And Savvy Girl Saves has this really nice watch hours party, and so many people are so much farther on it, and I'm not comparing myself because I have a million things happening, which is like everybody else in the world, so no excuses. And so we're gonna go ahead and put a $1 here into our watch hours party, and then we will be giving that back to the channels that need the help. Okay, so the next thing I have, and this is from Norella's Budgets, Dreams Do Come True, and I had to get it, and I just put it in my own binder. And it says Dreams Do Come True Community Savings Challenge. And so it's really pretty. It's got this the little star and hearts. And this is where it made me think about different categories and where I would like to save money in. Okay, and these are dreams for me, but a little different kind of dreams, because I have a lot of my dreams already, but this is things that I'd like to do more of that I just can't do right now. So, and the first thing would be go to the farmer's market in the spring and summers. Okay, and so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to roll a dice here, and that's a 2, so we're going to go ahead and put 50 cents in the farmer's market today. Okay, the next one, and I got this from my friend from Savings with Tracy, a yes day. That's when you go out, and no matter if you're on no spend or not, you can use this envelope just to say yes to yourself for something you've been wanting to get. Okay? And I'm lucky that most of my needs are taken care of, but it's the ones that have been slow since I had my surgery, and right before surgery I stopped my side hustle, and I'm still not allowed to go out and physically do the things I was doing on my side hustle. So perhaps when I get back in October I can decide what to do, if I'm going to do it, and how. Okay, so here's, we're going to go ahead and roll the dice for the yes day, and that's $1.50. So we're going to put that in our yes day. Okay, the next one is for a bubble tea, okay? And these are ones that will be a revolving one. That means we'll save in it every week, but we might even use some out of it, okay? And this is for a bubble tea, and this is where the dream stuff come in, okay? But it's what matters to you, and I would love a bubble tea, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and roll that one, and it's a 50 cents in my bubble tea. Okay. The next is number 4 is on my dream list. Bobby Flay Women's Vitamins. I took them a couple months ago and just loved them. And then my mom came down and I had her get some, but they've been out of stock for a long time. And so I want some more. Okay, so I've been looking at least a couple times a week to see if they're in stock yet. But he does have his pumpkin flavored protein, and I like his protein also. So this is to go towards some Bobby Flay vitamins. Okay. And every time we do a one, it's an automatic $1. So we'll put that $1 in for Bobby Flay vitamins. And the next one is for 2 nail days. It's for nail days, okay? And I really like to have my nails done and polished, and especially before I go on vacation, and I'm still not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that or not. I go on vacation in about 9 or 10 days. But to get my nails done twice a month, okay? And it always picks me up and always makes me feel good. So this is for a nail. Okay, and here's $1 going into nail day. Okay, the next one I have is for pedicure and a wax on my eyebrows, okay? No me needs to know anything else. A pedicure and a wax, and I miss that. When I had my career, I did all these things all the time and worked full-time career and took care of everything. But when my doctor said that I had to stop, just stop doing it because the stress of my job was, we couldn't keep my blood pressure down while I was doing the job that I had. It's kind of like being an air traffic controller. Too many things coming around me at once, and we couldn't keep my blood pressure healthy. So let's go ahead and roll for the pedicure and wax appointment, and that's $5. So we'll put the $1.25 in our pedicure wax fund, okay? And this is in my Dreams Do Come True from Norelli's budget, and I just had to be part of that group play. Okay, and I don't usually join things. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is do a few shout outs here, seeing how much money we have or what we can do today. So this is the Big Bad Savings, and it says help the pigs escape Big Bad Wolf, and this is for a stretchology treatment, okay? And we have, and the people that are part of that collaboration are Abigail at Blessed Budgets by Abigail, Anna at Anna Banana Budgets, Autumn at Restoration by Autumn, Bear at Aussie Bear Budgets, Courtney at Doodle Dollars, Courtney at Nurse Court Budgets, Eileen at Life with Eileen, Katie at Miss K Saves, Lacey at Blue Kiwi Budgets, Nicole at Savings Over 50, Rachel at Ray Ray's Life and Finances, Tiffany at Saving with Tiffany, Trina at Hippies, Puppies and Kittens Budgets, and Vicky at Vicky Thinks. Okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead and roll the dice on this one, where we left off, which is right here. Okay, and it's a 5. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's a fox times 2. Okay, so it's a purple one +2, and it says roll 2 dice for the wolf, 1 for the pig. Okay. Okay, so this one's going to be a saver here. If the pig wins, save that number. If the wolf wins, then the instructions on the wolf icon will apply. Oh my lord. Okay. Okay, so roll 2 dice. Okay. Wolf, pig, pig 1. Save that number. That's a 5, so we have to save 7. Oh my goodness. Our day might be over soon for 5 minutes, 6, 7. Thanks to the big bad savings, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and put $7 in here. So we know we've done this one, and this one's gonna be one of those heftier savings. Okay, when it's all done. Okay. Okay. And the next one we have is, and this one is, and this big bad savings is going towards a Stretchology appointment for me, so I can get stretched out. And I know they can't go anywhere near the hip, but the rest of me would like to go to a stretchologist. Okay? Okay, so the next thing we have is a race to the ice cream truck. Winner takes all. This is hosted by Maddie at Floating Funds, Haley at Haley Rain, Key at Saving Dough with Key, Anna at Anna Banana Budgets, Julie at Julie's Pages, and Stephanie at Savvy Girl Saves. Now Stephanie's in the lead for us, but we'll see what we draw this time. Okay, it's a 5. Okay, so Julie. So we're going to go ahead and color in the 5 for Julie here. Okay, the next one we have, and I think this is so funny, okay? So hopefully we have enough. The Life of a Showtato, and this is from April's Fresh Start, and it's got Taylor Swift, and it says, I love you, Tater Swift. Okay, not Taylor Swift, Tater Swift, okay? Like the Idaho potatoes, okay? And so we're gonna go ahead and save 5 quarters here. For $1.25. Okay. Okay, and then down below we have Magic Mash, and this goes from starring Tanum Petitum. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and roll the dice for him, and it's another $1. And he's pretty simple when it comes to this stuff, so. And I can honestly say I never watched Magic Mike. Okay, the next thing I have is Jack, Justice Spud in the Sun. It's from April's Fresh Start. Really cute little potato, and it's using butter as sunscreen. This is Justice Spud in the Sun. Okay, and the next one we have is 3, so it'll be 75 cents going into here. Okay, the next one we have is Russ Spudsworth, International Potato of Mystery. And this is from April's Fresh Start. And if you don't have her potatoes, you've got to go check them out, okay? This one is The next one is a 5. So we're gonna save $1.25 here. And so we're saving in quarters, just like we always have been. And it looks like we need to turn these into $1. There we go. So we've saved $2 today in this one. Okay, and this one's one of the cute, there's 2 of them that are really cute, and I think I'll take another $1 out here anyway, so. Harry Potter, Half-Baked Prince, and this is so cute. Okay, so the first one we see is a 3, so we're gonna go ahead and save 75 cents in Harry Potter, the Half-Baked Prince, okay. So that's going to be 75 cents. Okay, and this Harry Potter doesn't have something on it. So I'm going to go ahead and give it Jack and Spuds. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this one for some cover up. Okay, for when I'm on the beach. Okay, and it runs about 20 bucks. Okay, so that's for some cover up. And then Harry Potter is going to go towards a new book. I love to read real books, okay? Unfortunately, they've gotten really expensive, so there we go. So Harry Potter has 75 cents. Now, this one is so cute. It's called Hillary the Emotional Support Chicken. It's showing TSA security, and she's trying to go through security. And she has her little bag right there, and it is just so cute. Okay, so we're gonna start with 2 here. Okay, and we're gonna put a 50 cents, and all of my coin is from Budgets with Elma. So I'd like to thank her for supplying those to me. So please check out her channel, Budgets with Elma. Okay, and then the next tater we have is Reese. I'm sorry, it says Later Tater. It's Reese Witherspoon. And this is another April's Fresh Start. And every time I see a new tater come in, I have got to do something about that. Okay? Okay, so this is gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and go for an IV treatment for this. Okay. I like to get those little NAD treatments here and there, so that one's going to go towards an IV treatment. And Later Tater, you can tell I've added some, so I'm going to go for some more Alani. Okay, I'm out today and I wish I had some, so there we go. And we're going to go ahead and save $1 today in our Alani. Okay, and the next one we have is for Ange and Carson, and Ange Budget and Debt, son Carson, made this challenge for her, and it's really cute. They're 3 little minis, and we've got about another 3 quarters left to go, so we'll go ahead and just do this. 1, 2, 3. And we've got $3 more for Ange and Carson. Okay? So we'll go ahead and make sure Carson gets that for his activities. So there we go. And this is my way of giving back to Ange and Carson. Okay, so I think this is, oh, we've got a few left. Let me go ahead and take a little more money out of our money jar here. Okay, the next thing we have is capture the color. Okay, and we're gonna use a blue dice, and that's worth $1.25. Okay, and we're gonna put $1.25 into here. So every time we draw a blue dice or an orange dice, it's $1.25. The next is for a spa pedicure. Okay, and these ones are automatically $1. And this one looks like a really, really good cookie. So I don't know what this really is, but that's all right. So we'll go ahead and put the dollar in here. Okay, and this is part of our 4-page bingo, and that's going to be quite a bit of savings when we're done. Okay. And the next one is from Libra Sun, and she has her Let's Get Lucky. Okay, and each icon is $1. Okay, and each clover is $1. So we'll put $1 into her clover. There we go. And it's Let's Get Lucky from Libra Sun. And this is my way of shouting out to the other creators. All right. It looks like we've only got a couple left here. So, and the next one is from Genevieve Saves, and it's her My Words of Affirmation. And normally you save $1 per letter, and vowels are worth $2. And I'm doing this, and this is for a reflexology treatment. Okay, and a word that starts G. And I'm gonna say grande. Okay, it just came to mind. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's $1.50 in her My Words of Affirmation. And I hope everybody's having a good day. And if you like my video, please hit like, please subscribe, please give it a thumbs up. Okay, and now and this one is for some new mascara, which I really need right now. My mascara is barely even going on, but I don't have any on today. But new mascara. And we're gonna do 2 dice here, and it's a 3 and a 4, okay? Okay, so that's 7. So that's gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna put $1.75 in here, and that green is not showing up. So we're gonna put $1.75 in here. Okay, and the last one I have is for a bubble tea, and this is from Hablo Money. It's a blue dandelion, and when you blow on a dandelion, all the little wishes come out. And so we're gonna save $1 in Hablo Money. And we're gonna do this right here on the star, okay? So that's all the savings we have today. I hope everybody has a good day. I just want to say namaste all. I'm going to put these dollars back in a dollar container here. Clean up after myself. I can't help but do that. And we've got a few of these. So have a great day, guys. Take care. Namaste.